Once again, welcome back, students. As you can see on the board, today we're going to find a problem that has to do with finding the volume of a cylinder. And again, as you can see on the board, we have a cylinder, and the formula that you will always use to find the volume of a cylinder is volume equal pi times r squared times height. And here, our height is 6 centimeter, and our r is 3 centimeter. And of course, pi usually represents 3.14 or 22 over 7. And PSC will be specific, and they will usually ask you to use pi as either 3.14 or 22 over 7. Remember, you can subscribe for more videos. And nevertheless, let's get right into solving the problem. So we want to solve this problem where the cylinder, the height is 6 centimeter. Your radius is 3 centimeter. So first, let's start solving the problem using pi as 3.14. So the first thing you want to do in a problem like this for PSC is to convert your formula into numbers. We said we're going to use pi first as 3.14. So pi is 3.14 times r squared. R is 3 centimeter, so it's 3 squared, times our height, which is 6 centimeter. Okay, so in step 1, volume equal pi times r squared times height for the cylinder, and we convert that into numbers. First, we're going to use pi as 3.14 times the r squared. The r is 3 centimeters, so 3 centimeter square, which will equals to 3 times 3, and times our height, which is 6 centimeter. So now to continue the problem, it's volume equals 3.14 times 3 squared is 3 times 3, which is 9 times 6. So now we have the volume equal 3.14 times 9 times 6. So we have to multiply these three numbers and we'll get our answer. And we just have to cube it with that little 3 at the top. So we continue and we'll multiply this set of number first, get our answer, then we'll multiply it by the 3.14, and that will give us the answer for this cylinder. So 9 times 6 is 54. Bring down your times 3.14. And so now we're only left with one step. It's 3.14 times 54. And if you get a calculator or you will work it out, you should know that whenever you multiply 3.14 times 54, your answer is 169.56 centimeters. So it's 169.56 centimeter cube. In this case, when we multiply the 3.14 times 54, we get 169.56 centimeter, and we cube it with the little 3 at the top, and the problem is solved. Once again, a quick review. Remember, in the problem, they asked us to find the volume of this cylinder, and they gave us the height as 6 centimeter and our radius as 3 centimeter. So this will always be your height, this will be your radius. And the volume to always use to find the volume of a cylinder is pi times r squared times height. And volume equal, pi is 3.14. We use that first, or it could either be 22 over 7, but we said that we're going to use 3.14 as pi, then times r squared. So r is 3 squared, so it's 3 squared, which will be 3 times 3, times your height, which is 6. Then we continue, volume equals 3.14 times 3 squared, which is not 3 times 2. Remember, in exponent, 3 squared is 3 times 3, and that's how we get this 9, times the height, which is 6. So we continue the problem with volume equals 3.14 times 9 times 6. When we multiply 9 times 6, we got 54. Then we multiply 54 times the 3.14, which is pi. And when we multiply the 3.14 times 54, we got 169.56 centimeter cube with the little 3 at the top. And the problem is solved. So whenever they ask you in PSC to find the volume of a cylinder, this is the formula you will always use. Okay, once again, we want to continue the same problem But this time we want to solve the problem using pi as 22 over 7. To find the volume of this cylinder, the formula of a cylinder is volume equal pi times r squared times height. And whenever you get your answer, you just cube it with that little 3 at the top. This time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use pi as 22 over 7 times your radius, which is 3 square, times 3 square, times the height, which is 6 centimeter, so times 6. And again, how do we get this 22 over 7? Whenever we're dealing with pi, it's either 3.14 or 22 over 7. And this time, we change pi as 22 over 7 times our radius, which is 3 square, times our height, which is 6. Because remember, the formula says pi times your r squared, so you will always square your radius. And your height is just the number that they give you in the problem. Now we continue with the problem. We bring down our 22 over 7 times 3 square is 9 times 6. Okay, so we continue the problem. Remember, from pi we got 22 over 7 times r square, which is 3 square, times your height, which is 6, so times 6. And so we bring down the 22 over 7 times 3 square, which is 3 times 3, which is 9. Then we bring down your times 6. And now we're left with 22 over 7 times 9 times 6. So we'll multiply 22 times 9 times 6, and we're going to divide it by 7, and that will give us our answer. So I already did this part, so I multiplied 22 times 9 times 6, and when I multiply these three top numbers, I got as my answer 1,188, and it has to be over the 7, so it means that you're going to divide 1,188 by 7. Okay, so remember, I multiplied 22 times 9 times 6, and I got 1,188, and we have the 7 at the bottom, so it means that I need to divide the 7 into 1,188. So 7 into 1,188, and I don't want to take long and divide it, so I will just give you the answer. And whenever I divide 7 into 1,188, I got 169.714. And so it means that this is the answer for this cylinder using pi as 22 over 7. So remember, 1,188 divided by 7, and that's how I got my answer. And my answer again is 169.714 centimeter cube with a little 3 at the top. You can subscribe for more videos, many more coming up soon. So look forward for my new video.